Welcome. This is a short little video created for BrendA to help you unwind your back and help your hips continue to feel really good. So I'm going to have you start off on your back and have your palms up to the ceiling with your knees bent. Take a moment before you begin to take a breath and exhale your breath. So notice your back, notice how your hips are placed, notice how your shoulders and the back of your neck are placed on the floor right now. And we're going to start with a gentle movement of a pelvic rock where you're going to press your tailbone and then curl your tailbone under. So make it a small, easy movement that's in a comfortable range. And notice how your back is moving. Notice how your head is moving. So when your tailbone presses, your chin may be gliding forward, and when your tailbone tucks under, your chin may be gliding up towards your ceiling. Notice if you're breathing. Best to breathe in when you arch. Exhale that breath when you round. Notice your shoulders. Notice the movement of your head. Let's try that one more time. Nice and easy. Just freeing up some basic tension in the spine. Now, draw your right knee in towards you, hold your right knee, and just draw some small circles with your right foot. Feel your right ankle, feel your right hip if you can, and then circle the other way. Place that foot down. Draw your left knee in with the same idea. Just draw the knee in towards your chest, get a nice stretch for the back. You could also place a small ball in the lower back area if you like for this particular piece, and then circle out the other way. Let that movement go. Just let your legs move out to the side. Press the sides of your feet, little toes side your feet together, what's called reclining bound angle. And this one too, you could place a block or a pillow underneath the lateral hips. Because ideally you'd stay here for a little bit. You want to get some nice unwinding of your inner thigh muscles, palms up to the ceiling. If you press those lateral feet together, you'll feel a nice stretch in your inner thighs. So take a couple breaths here. Notice how on your out breath, your inner thighs relax a bit more. In breath, you can press the little toes of your feet together, that lateral edge, and just let go of tension in the inner hips. Let's try 2 more breaths here. And last breath, nice and easy. Release. Now bring your feet together, and a nice movement I really like for the hips is called looping the legs. So what I'm going to have you do is extend your legs long and roll to the outside edge of your right foot and then roll to the inside edge of your right foot. And try that several times. So I'm just looping my right leg on the lateral edge and then the medial edge. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Now we do that same activity for the left leg, outside and inside. So I'm moving the lateral part of my foot and then the medial part, outside and inside. And once I get the hang of that, I'm going to alternate right and left. And I'm going to try to not think about it at this point. I'm just going to try and loosen up my hips, loosen up my back, and let my inner child get into this movement activity. And let that go. Now when you come up and grab your foam roller, and the first movement I'm going to have you try on this is going to be a challenging one. So if this bothers you in any way, avoid it. If you can do it with some degree of ease, do it. You're going to place the roller behind your legs, between your calves and your hamstrings, and you're going to sit on it. Once you've acquired that, and if that is really challenging, come forward and place your hands on a block, and that's okay. Take your hips side to side. If you can do it with your full body weight, do it, but if that feels a bit much, hands on the block is perfectly fine. You're going to feel your Achilles tendon perhaps, you're going to feel your hamstrings perhaps. As you go side to side, check in to see if you're breathing. And for some people, this anterior stretch from the ankle is a bit much. Even though it's a very needed stretch, it can be a bit much. So if that is the case, totally avoid it. Now I'm going to have you take the roller and place it underneath your hips. So in this case, you're going to come to a bridge-like position. Lift your hips and just let your hips slide down the roller. Touch the front of your hips to be sure that they are indeed on the roller. You're going to draw your right knee in towards you, and you're going to push your left foot down into the floor. Your left knee is reaching away from you, and your chin is gliding towards your chest. You're going to take a couple breaths. You're stretching the front of your left hip and the back on your right side. Give it one more breath here. Now place that foot down and let's shift to the other side. So you're going to push the right foot down, draw your left knee in. As you push that right foot down, think about reaching your right kneecap away from you and breathe. 3 to 5 full breaths. Feel the lengthening come to that anterior hip. And last breath. Now let's work on that posterior chain of the side hip area. Bring your legs so they're vertical, palms up. Do a little bit of a side bend with both those knees and do a nice circle on the SI joint. So you're not really on the SI joint, you're on the tissue between the hips and your back, and the joint there is your SI joint. Now, let's do that same circular pattern going the other way. Notice if you're breathing, notice how that's feeling, and make it comfortable, make it easy. Come back to center, go a little bit to your left with both your knees. You can pull your navel in here, and you're going to circle those knees and feel the back of your left hip and your lower back on the left side. You're breathing. Let's go the other way, same idea. Circling the knees, feeling the hip. And come back through your center, and then do an easy looping figure 8 pattern with your knees. Keep it small. You just want to be in a comfortable range, and you just want to get some nice tissue, muscle release of that posterior hip region. And try that one more time, going side to side with your knees. Now let your knees come down and slide the roller towards your feet, come up, and let's take that roller lengthwise. Sit on the roller so that your tail and your head are both on the roller. So I want to touch the top of my head and be sure my head is fully supported the roller, palms up to the ceiling. All you do is press your feet and let your spine vibrate up and down the roller. And since it's a soft roller, you can feel your spine just melt into the roller. So notice those areas that typically might be a little elevated. Notice how they settle right down. And give them some nice massage work. Your legs are the only thing working right now. Sure you're breathing. Now let that movement go. Take a moment to pause. Bring your hands to your clavicle and your lower belly. And take a big breath in. Think about your hands moving away from you now. So think about the length of your breath. Try that couple more times. So as you're lengthening your breath, you're actually lengthening your spine now. That's a really helpful piece and a good thing to experience for your back. Try that one more time. Now place your hands on the side ribs. Let's go for widening the breath. Same thing, it's going to benefit your back in a big way. So take a nice breath into the sides of the ribs and then let those ribs come back towards each other. Go wide and then bring it into a more narrow connection. Try that one more time. Release. Now take your arms out to the side, just let those arms relax, and this is incredibly therapeutic for the whole body. It opens the front body, relaxes the back body. Feel your scapula bones here. Notice how they can let go of some tension patterns around them Notice how the arm bones can settle back towards the floor. And notice how you can breathe more fully because you're open in the front. Take one more breath there. Now turn your hands so your palms are down. Do one core movement. Pull your navel back and feel your lower back actually touch the roller. When you know your back is on the roller, lift your right leg a little bit and lower it. Lift your left leg a little bit and lower it. So with your back touching the roller, your core is doing the lifting. The smaller the lift of your foot, the harder the movement is because you're doing the lifting with your core. Make sure you're breathing in and out. So you're marching. It's called marching. Let's try one more round. Pulling that navel back and feeling your lumbars touching the roller. Now draw your right leg up towards you. Draw your left leg up towards you. Press your hands downward. Extend your right heel towards the ceiling. Bring it down. Extend your left heel to the ceiling. Bring it down. Try that several times. Feel the lengthening coming to your hamstrings and your calves now. This is so wonderful because you're already relaxed in your back. So now you're giving your legs an opportunity to let go of their tension patterns, and you're breathing. Have your legs come out of gravity, holding them in this legs in the air pose. Have yourself do a little walk on the ceiling. And maybe you're outside, you can walk on the sky, that would be wonderful. And circle your feet towards each other. And circle your feet the other way. Now bring your right leg down, bring your left leg down. Try a nice final wave on your roller where your back is arching, your chin is gliding forward. Your back is rounding, your chin is gliding up. Breathing in fully, breathing in with awareness. Feel your spine moving on the roller. Notice your hips, your shoulders, and your neck. And let's try that one more time. Nice and easy. Now I'd like you to glide off the roller, keeping the knees bent, palms up to the ceiling, and scan your body to see any areas that improve, particularly your lower back. Notice the back of your shoulders. Notice your spine, your hips, and your legs. Draw those knees in towards you. Give yourself a nice side to side rock. Elbow to elbow. And thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this little sequence.